Well, it's going to be an incredible day, the NDTV Ind.ai Summit. I've got Shiv Arur here with me. Shiv, get off the phone here. And I've got an old friend who's threatening to come back to NDTV, Shweta Rajpal Kohli over here. She's guest anchor for just one day today, but I suspect she might be. You want to come back? Then, we can have a word with people. And
you do realize this is on air, right?
Yeah, I know it's on air.
So these conversations off air. No, I'm super thrilled. It's
No, she might just come back, Shiv. Anyhow, look, the conversation has to be around in.ai. It's an incredible day for NDTV, and I would suggest this entire week is incredible for India, because we stand at a cusp where technology is evolving very fast. The promise of AI, the challenges of AI, they're all being discussed and looked at from various frameworks. Shiv, what are we doing over here as NDTV?
I'm just excited beyond measure to be starting things off this morning with the co-founder of Sarvam. We've got an
you're doing that interview.
I'm doing that. They've just unveiled some wearable tech. They've got glasses. They've got a ring. The Prime Minister was at their booth yesterday. Shweta was there yesterday. So it's very, very exciting, because this is a company and we couldn't be starting with a more appropriate company, a company that's actually building our own AI. There are lots of people doing things that they're building on others.
Yep.
These are guys doing their own thing, making India proud. Their motto is India can. So I'm very excited. I'm going to have a lot of fun on stage. But I think Shweta, what she's put together here, with NDTV is an incredible lineup of the people who are actually doing things really, really quietly. There's a lot of noise in AI. These are the people who are actually sitting in the background and getting it done.
We're very much at a crossroads, not just for India, but around the world. In that context, the timing of this particular event couldn't be more appropriate.
Absolutely, Vishnu. And when you talk AI, what are the names that come to your mind? You think NVIDIA, we've got Jaipuri here talking to us. You think OpenAI, we've got Chris Lehan. You think Google DeepMind, we've got James from Google here. So the most important, the most defining voices, the people who are here in India to have these crucial conversations on where the world is headed in this AI-led era. I think we're going to be having all those very crucial conversations, and to bring this entire group together here in one day. Vishnu, we've got 45 speakers, 18 panels, 6 keynote speakers. I mean, this is really the best AI lineup that we could have got.
It is. In fact, it is the best anywhere. I'm just going to ask the camera to come in with me to take a look at the final set of preparations which are taking place. It's going to be happening on this stage in just a couple of moments from now. And we're all set over here as these conversations are going to get set to rock India. Huge conversations all about the future of AI, the present AI, India's opportunities, the entire issue of ethics, the entire issue of resilient supply chains. All of that is going to come out over here in these conversations throughout the day. Remember, it is on the sidelines of the India Impact Summit, which is government-sponsored. It's being held at the Bharat Mandapam with several heads of state arriving. But conversations of AI or around AI need to happen now in a massive, massive way. Because as we've been saying, in terms of the technology, the opportunities, and the real concern about job losses, there is so much to be discussed. Where does India fit into this entire paradigm, into this entire prism? That is perhaps going to be our central focus. But for now, it's back to the studio as we get set for the NDTV Ind.ai Summit.
Well, Vishnu, I'm sorry we can't let you go just yet, because we are very eager to know about the key lineup, the key guests that Shweta was also briefly covering. Also, you've covered defense and geopolitics for years, Vishnu. From what you're hearing already as the AI Summit kicked off on Monday, and now we're spearheading our own, is AI going to be discussed here as strategic national infrastructure and business tools as well?
When it comes to AI, there are so many areas and so many opportunities, but so many challenges. If we look at opportunities, it's certainly, for example, in cancer research, the fact that AI is able, or not just cancer research, but research into finding a cure for multiple diseases. The fact that AI is able to go through the process of finding potential solutions at a speed which we can't even imagine right now. The fact that AI is actually using itself to improve, that the newer iterations of AI are so much better than the previous ones. The fact that AI is now evolving at such a pace that there is a battle for the supply of chips. So resilient supply chains of chips, it's not just a phrase, it's something that needs to be looked at carefully. The challenges of course lie when it comes to having a machine interface involved in human scenarios. The fact that AI very much sort of tends to people tend to rely on AI to find solutions when in fact there was a human being in the loop in the past. Is that a danger for us? What about startup jobs? What about jobs as lawyers? The machines are now processing things at a speed which is absolutely unprecedented. Journalism also impacted, number crunching impacted, software programmers, who needs them anymore? Because within a year you're going to see changes. If you can dictate code and dictate to AI what you want in terms of a program, and it generates it virtually on a real-time basis for small applications and a little bit more time for larger ones, then the role of programmers and coders changes from being the people who actually write the code to being potentially supervisors. So that's something that impacts so many people across the board. All of this is what we are going to be looking at. That's the broader context. Where does India fit in? What about our own AI systems? Are they India specific? Can they be used across the world? Because India, for example, speaks about the urgent need to ensure that there is equity in terms of the distribution of AI systems. So we've got those conversations coming up, talking about India AI. Shivarur, my colleague, will be with Pratyush Kumar, the CEO and co-founder of Sarvam AI. That's the India AI which is really being spoken about very, very, in a very big way. We've got top leaders from NVIDIA. We've got OpenAI as well. We've got so many, the former UK Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak as well. We'll be looking very closely at the entire issue of safety, right, and AI. So look, I have described to you so many scenarios in which AI is an opportunity and a challenge, all of that coming up at the Ind.ai Summit by NDTV.